Hey everyone, Jeremy here with another video, and I want to talk today about something that popped up on Theta's website looking at their roadmap for what's going to happen at the end of this year. And I think it's pretty important, and it might have been looked over or glossed over by some others, but let's talk about it today. Hey everyone, my name is Jeremy, and if you want to follow along my journey as I build wealth for my family, then subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon so you don't miss a thing. And remember, none of this is intended to be financial advice. I am merely a guy sitting in front of a computer talking to a camera. If you have any interest in the Patreon, there's a link in the description. You can go check that out. I would love to have you as a supporter of the channel. Let's get to it. So I did a recent video talking about the live stream Ask Me Anything that the team over at Theta Labs did. And they talked about a ton of things, and I broke down that video and sort of gave my insights on it. You can go check that out. I'll link it up here somewhere if you haven't seen it. But one of the things they talked about was how they have this vision for the next 3 to 5 years and things that they are going to be working on. And so I wanted to go and check out their website. And if you go to their website, there's a ton of information. It's thetatoken.org. Obviously, you can see whenever I'm recording this because Mainnet 3 is about to launch tomorrow. But if you click on this roadmap, this is something that I found completely interesting and that's not really been talked about too much. And that is, I'm going to talk about a couple of things here. One of them being edge caching, new use cases for game patches, software updates, etc. So right now, everything that we've sort of been hearing or discussing with Theta and their network and the Edge node network is basically been delivering video content, streaming live events, streaming video content out to the network. And this is something that I've known for a while that this would be a great feature to do is software updates. And obviously, they've thought that through as well. And you can see here game patches and software updates. So when you think about something like Android or Apple, obviously they are constantly doing software updates. And when those software updates get pushed out, the way that things function now is every device connects back to Apple to download those updates. Now it's a little different in like a corporate environment. They actually have some stuff built into their Apple server software where you can sort of create a computer on your network that acts as a cache, and whenever software comes out, it gets cached locally on that network, and then any other devices on that network can connect to that server to download it and not have to go to Apple. But essentially, that is what Theta is aiming to do with their edge caching. Create an interface, a way to distribute software updates and patches over the Theta network. Now, this is huge. You look at Theta and what Theta's doing. I've been talking about it for months now about how Theta is going to be huge and a huge disruptor in the media industry, but not just the media industry, obviously in the software industry as well. If any of these software companies can go ahead and implement their update patching through the Theta network, it is going to dramatically reduce costs for them as far as bandwidth costs. But not only that, it actually makes it a better experience for the end user. Software can be downloaded much quicker because they're not going to have to go to wherever the closest CDN is. It would just have to connect to the best edge node for them. And then if you look at DRM, the DRM announcement that they made recently, there could actually be some of that integrated into software patching as well. So you think about in the way of a licensed software. Let's just think about Adobe, for instance. Most of their software is licensed. It costs a fee monthly to use their software. And whenever new patches come out or new software versions come out, you can connect, log into their website, and download it. But they could essentially issue an NFT whenever you purchase that software, and you could use that NFT to update your software, and you would be the only one that has access to the stream as long as you have that authenticated NFT. And so this piece is going to be big, I believe. The next piece down here is edge compute. You look at machine learning and AI and other heavy jobs. They're really looking to utilize the Theta network to its full capacity. So when you look at all of these things that they're doing, streaming live events, streaming video content, delivering software updates, processing machine learning. Obviously right now if you run Edgecast, you get that folding at home where it's actually doing some processing, transcoding, forget where that's, right here, quarter 2. Version 2 Edge Compute with expanded video transcoding and encoding. You may have seen that already if you're running the Edge node, is that you will get jobs and basically somebody out there is saying, hey, here's some video, I need it transcoded, and it sends it out to the network, and you happen to be the one that grabs it and transcodes it on your computer and then re-uploads it back to the network. And so all of that is big. And then you look over here, beta of Edge storage. Right now we know that Theta, they're really bread and butter right now is delivering video streams and content. It's not really storage. There's other solutions out there. I've talked about some of them that handle like the storage aspect of it, which would be the actual CDN piece of it. But it looks like Theta will be getting into the storage piece of this as well, which IPFS, I will link a video below. I found a great video that sort of talks about IPFS, which is interplanetary file storage, or file system, I think it is. So here's a quick website that talks about IPFS, basically decentralized file storage that resides on a blockchain, and every file gets broken up into pieces that get stored onto the network. Large files get stored in a bunch of small pieces, and then they get rebuilt back together whenever they get downloaded from the network. I haven't really done a video yet about it, but Unstoppable Domains is a blockchain domain, and you can actually publish a website using IPFS to store the files, which is completely decentralized and just out there on the web. Nobody can shut it down. And so I think this is likely going to be the future, the way that files are stored. And it's just interesting to me that Theta is getting into this, and it's going to be a player in this space as well. When Mitch Liu talked on the Ask Me Anything event about global adoption, he really truly meant it. And I believe those guys at Theta have a grand vision for where Theta will be going and where it's going to end up. Theta is the future. Don't get discouraged about what the price may or may not be doing. You'll be thankful that you were able to purchase Theta at the prices that it's at now for as long as you've been able to. If you like this video, like it, share it with somebody who might. Consider joining the Patreon and supporting the channel. I've got another video starting right over here. If you go check that one out, I'll see you over there.